All right, let's talk about something big. I'm talking about the single biggest change to Google search in like a decade. AI overviews. And no, this isn't just another small tweak. This is a complete rewrite of the rulebook for how customers find you online. So let's break down what's happening and what it really means for you.
Seriously, just take a second and think about this. You've spent years, right, optimizing, chasing down reviews, building up your digital storefront. And then what if, overnight, Google just flicks a switch and makes you invisible to all your potential customers?
Look, that sounds pretty scary, I get it. And for a lot of local businesses, it's a real threat. But here's the thing. It's not game over. Because if you understand what's happening, this isn't just a threat. It's actually a massive opportunity. And that's what we're going to break down right now, how you can come out on top.
Okay, so to really get a grip on this new world, we've got to first take a quick look back at how things used to work. For the past decade or so, the entire universe of local search revolved around one thing: your Google Business Profile. You know the drill, right? Your Google Business Profile, your GBP. That was your digital command center. It had all the basics: your name, address, phone number, all that good stuff. It's where you got your reviews and answered questions. It was basically your digital showroom with all your photos and products. And of course, it told you how people were finding you. It was your storefront on the internet.
And in that old world, if you wanted to show up, a really well-managed GBP wasn't just nice to have, it was your ticket to the game. It got you into that all-important local pack. You know, that little map with the top 3 businesses? It proved you were relevant, you were nearby, and you were reputable. That was the whole game.
Well, that game just got completely flipped on its head. Because Google isn't just a search engine anymore. It's turning into an answer engine. So say hello to the AI overview. What is it? Well, instead of that classic list of 10 blue links you have to sort through, Google's AI is now doing the work for you. It reads a bunch of different websites and then cooks up a single neat little summary right at the top of the page. The idea is to answer your question right then and there. And you have to understand, this isn't a small change. It's a total revolution. We're going from here's a list of links to here's the answer. The user doesn't have to piece things together anymore. The AI does it. And that changes everything for your business. Your goal used to be get the click. Now your goal is to be the trusted source the AI quotes. It's a shift from a simple database search to like a real conversation. Okay, so what does this all mean for your business? This is where the rubber meets the road. It's a landscape with some pretty serious risks for sure, but also some incredible opportunities if you play your cards right.
Let's not sugarcoat it. Here are the risks. First, the big one, less traffic. If the AI gives the answer, why would anyone need to click through to your site? That's the whole zero-click search problem you might have heard about. Second, you start to lose control over your own story. The AI is the one telling it now, pulling bits and pieces from all over. Third, your competition just exploded. And finally, there's the black box issue. It can be really tough to figure out why the AI picked one source and not another.
And speaking of new competition, check this out. This is wild. A recent analysis found that a whopping 62% of the links inside these AI answers can come from websites that weren't even on the first page of Google before. A random blog post, a Reddit thread, a manufacturer's website. Yep, they're all your new competition now.
Okay, so how do you possibly fight back against that? How do you win? Well, it all starts with a huge mental shift. You have to start thinking about your most important tool in a completely new way. This quote right here is the key. Your GMBP is the API for your physical business. Think about that. An API is just a clean, structured way for computers to talk to each other. And that's exactly what your profile has to become for Google's AI.
And that right there is the core of the new playbook. You have to stop thinking just in terms of keywords and ranking number 1. Instead, you need to start thinking of your entire online presence as a big data set, a collection of high-quality, structured information that you're feeding directly to the AI.
So how does the AI read your profile? Well, it's pretty systematic. It looks at your name, address, and phone number as the gospel truth. It digs through your service and product lists to match you with exactly what a customer is asking for. It uses your photos as visual proof to back things up. And it actually uses the descriptions you write as the raw material for the summaries it writes. So, if your profile is weak or incomplete, you're literally feeding the AI bad info about yourself. But here's the kicker. The AI doesn't just look at your Google profile. It's building what we can call a reputation mosaic. It's like a detective, scouring the entire web, Yelp, Reddit, TripAdvisor, industry forums, you name it, and it's pulling all those mentions and reviews together. It's averaging everything out. So your reputation isn't just your Google star rating anymore. It's the grand total of everything everyone is saying about you, everywhere.
So, with all that data, how does the AI decide who to trust? It uses a framework that Google calls EEAT. It stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Basically, it's the AI's BS detector. And you build this trust by doing things like having great articles with author bios on your website, getting good reviews on other platforms, getting mentioned in the press, and of course, having a perfectly maintained, responsive Google business profile. These are the trust signals the AI is looking for.
All right, we've talked about what's happening and why it matters. Now for the most important part, what you actually need to do. This is your step-by-step action plan to not just survive, but actually dominate in this new AI-driven world.
Step 1 is the foundation. It's absolutely non-negotiable. You have to perfect your Google business profile. And I mean 100% complete. Fill out every single field. Be strategic with your business categories, and you have to actively manage it. That means fresh photos, weekly Google posts, and be proactive. Respond to every single review, good and bad, and go into your Q&A section and add the common questions your customers ask along with the answers. This turns your profile into a clean, reliable data feed for the AI.
Okay, step 2. Now we build out from that strong foundation. This is about your whole ecosystem. You need to create content on your website that directly answers the questions your customers are actually asking. Think FAQs, blog posts that solve problems. Then diversify your reputation. Don't just ask for reviews on Google. Encourage them on other key platforms for your industry. And finally, build your footprint. Get involved. Be a part of the conversation on Reddit, in local forums, on social media where your customers are. You have to be everywhere.
And that brings us to step 3. Now, this one's a little more technical, but it is the secret sauce that makes all the other stuff work so much better. You have to learn to speak the AI's native language, and that language is called structured data, or you might hear it called schema markup. It's basically just a special code you add to your website that tells search engines exactly what your content is about, with zero confusion.
Don't worry, you don't need to be a master coder. There are just a few key types to focus on. Local business schema just confirms all your basic info. FAQ page schema is huge. It highlights your questions and answers, making them perfect for the AI to grab. Review schema helps the AI see and trust the reviews on your own website. And service schema gives the AI all the nitty-gritty details about what you sell. It's like putting little labels on all your information so the machine can read it perfectly.
So it all comes back to this. The search world has fundamentally changed. Your customers, right now, are asking AI for answers, for recommendations, for who they should hire. So the only real question left is this. When that AI gives an answer, is your business going to be the one providing it?